We fight for hope and freedom, bound by a call to serve and the sanctity of our oath.
I knew that I wanted to be in the infantry because to me that was the epitome of what it meant to be an American soldier.
I wanted a challenge, and I asked myself then, as I asked many, many times after that, do I have the guts and brains to be an infantryman?
And I can remember standing there asking myself, do I want to write and read about other people participating in history, or do I want to be an active part of whatever future this country was going to have?
We use aircraft, we use artillery, we use tanks, we use everything to help us get on that objective. But then that artillery shifts, the aircraft have to be pulled off, and it's left up to us, the infantry, to take that objective. That's why we say the infantry owns the last 100 yards of the battlefield.
Despite the hooting and hollering, I saw the raw fear behind the smiles, thinking that we were about to be dropped into the middle of an Al-Qaeda stronghold, and that some of us might not make it back to the place we had just left. I had lived with these men for more than a year. We had become a family, and they were my brothers. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, as close as any group of men can be. I was pretty sure I had the stomach to kill or be killed, but I wasn't sure I could watch anyone else in this helicopter die. The Chinook landed, the dust blew up. We could not see a thing. It was time.
The machine gunner got hit, and I noticed that the cistern gunner was too far from the gun and was pinned down. But my infantry training kicked in. As if you're reading it from a script. Strap your gun, moved over, picked up the M60, because that's a vital part of the platoon security. Checked it, fired it, and got right back into the fight. I was solely concentrating on taking care of my fellow comrades and accomplishing of the mission.
It's personal. You're cold, wet, miserable, hungry, dirty, and that shared experience, that shared hardship, and the elation of winning is something that I don't think you can find any other place.
Camaraderie, the willingness to put your life on the line for a brother who is in harm's way at any given time. The willingness to share everything that we have because you have nothing. Whether it's your toothbrush, your last pair of socks, what other socks you're wearing.
I would have to tell someone about my first platoon sergeant. Sergeant First Class Alwyn Cash really taught me what it meant to be an NCO. He was always hard on us. My platoon was hit by an IED, and the Bradley caught on fire, and he got out okay. But he went back and started dragging guys out that hadn't been able to get out. And that's how he died. When I think about being an NCO and being a leader, that's who I think of.
What caused a young soldier during the Civil War to crawl out in the middle of the night with screams on the battlefield and drag back a wounded comrade or bring back the colors of his unit? What causes him to do that?
Many of our men are without shoes. The ground where we marched from Albany is marked with the blood of soldiers' feet. Our regiment has received but 2 months' pay for the 12 months past. Under all these disadvantages, no men ever showed more spirit of prudence. There has been that great principle, the love of our country, which first called us into the field, and that only to influence us.
In the field, on the ground, it is infantry soldiers who won the nation's independence and protect its survival.
We rode the streetcar to the induction point. My father just looked straight ahead, then cleared his throat and said, "America's been good to us. It has given me 2 jobs. It has given you and your sisters an education. Whatever you do, uphold your family. Do not disgrace your country. And if you must give your life, do so with honor." I knew exactly what he meant. I said, "Yes, sir. Goodbye."
These astonishing Americans, a German soldier wrote to his brother on the Russian front. They fight all day, attack all night, and shoot all the time.
We were out in the open, and we had a minefield right out in front of us, and we had got orders not to retreat. No surrender, no retreat. You can understand it. And we all, I hadn't been out of school long, and there we are, fixing to stop the whole German army. And I bet dang if we didn't do it. We stopped them.
People don't realize what the impact was for idealistic people when President Kennedy said, "Ask not what your country can do for
what
you."
your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
That kind of thing was just so meaningful to people in my generation. Something a lot of people don't understand is that when we went to Vietnam, I was willing to go. This was my thing, for my country. I don't think men can go to war and risk their lives if they don't see themselves as doing something meaningful.
We have it in our hearts to do what we have to do, but we also know that without the strength of our families, we really couldn't be as strong as we are.
They do it because they know that there is a reason and a mission that they're carrying out, and that they're a small piece in a way bigger picture.
They go in the name and the cause of we the people. They work for us and go where we send them. They rotate back into the line of fire. They replace and remember their fallen brothers. They love, and yet repeatedly they leave their daughters and sons to take on the mission, our mission.
The purpose of the military under civilian control is to defend the Constitution of the United States. We serve the American people, clearly understood by every soldier. That's what we do.
We fight for hope, an infantry sergeant says, and the noble idea that freedom from tyranny is a basic human right. We are the force to do that, he continues, and my brothers pay the price. Though I witness pain and anguish, I see too the best of the human condition: loyalty, self-sacrifice, and the love that the brotherhood of arms evokes.
On 3 occasions, I ordered and instructed them to leave me behind, and Wallace and Pollock never had any thought of leaving me behind. They just were not doing it. So I owe them my life.
I don't think I can explain to you the deep feeling I have for soldiers. I can see right now, as clearly as I could 40 years ago, a soldier dying in my arms. Just as clear now as it was 40 years ago. There's a real, genuine love because, you know, it's survival. It's brotherhood.
I've observed from the first the character and the never quit, never stop, how high, how far attitude of the way of the infantry soldiers. It just makes you stand taller. And you can say you were one who wore the infantry blue with a group of brothers in a purpose that's bigger than themselves.